Yo, it's your girl Shay Harry back with another video. If this is your first time seeing my face, hi, it's Shay. I'm Shay. Nice to meet you. Thank you for clicking on the video and taking the time out of your day to support and watch the video all the way through. But yeah, so y'all, happy New Year. We made it to the new year. I hope everyone, accomplishes the goals that they've been trying to or wanting to, or even new goals that you have for the year. I hope you guys all accomplish the things that you want in this life. And yeah, I only good energy, all positive energy, Anyways, today I'm going to tell you guys a story time about the time I had my first, listen, this is my personal experience and how I saw it. So if anyone that knows me and that knew me then and was there at this specific spot that I was working at, then just know there's only one person at the spot that I'm like, I will never I wouldn't even say hi, but everyone else, I guess, was cool. So my first job was actually at McDonald's. Straight out of high school, I was done school and, I needed to get some money. So I went and I started working at McDonald's. So I'm not going to say my whole experience there, but there was this one specific experience at McDonald's. And by the way, I worked at a few. I worked at a few McDonald's, so I'm not gonna specify which one, but if you know, you know. Anyways, so yeah, it was back in 2019. Should I say the date? Who cares? We are older now. It was back in 2019. I was 18, or turning 18. I was 17 because I just got out of high school. Anyways, I was turning 18. I need to start making money, right? So I got my first job, and at first it was cool, whatever. It was chill. It wasn't going bad for me. Anything I do, I try to be my best at. So even if it was McDonald's, whatever, it was still a job. So yeah, so I was a cashier, and and then I worked my way into having to do coffees, and then did I work in the kitchen in this one? I didn't really work in the kitchen. All I did in the kitchen was clean it. I know, mop the floor, but anyways, let me just tell you, every single day that I worked, I was working. Was it all week? I had a couple jobs, so I need to remember. I would say a week. I was working full-time, 40 hours a week, okay? And I had no problem. I went in 6 to 3, but sometimes I would go 6 to 4 or 5. It depended on the day and how busy it was. Anyways, so this specific day I went in. Mind you, everything was always cool and calm and chill, whatever. I went in this specific day, and I don't know, the vibe was off. Not with everybody, but with one of the managers. The vibe was just off. I don't know if she was having a bad day, but this was my first time feeling away, okay? And this is how I quit. or just stop showing up. I know it's bad. This was years ago, okay? Relax. Anyways, so she like came in and she was telling me what to get done for today. I'm like, I'm literally a cashier. I know what I have to do. As a cashier, I also had to like bag the food when no one's at, like there's no new customers, right? So when I was bagging the food, she would give me like, throw like small I don't know if that's the job, but mind you, I worked there for a few months. Yeah, months, because I was looking for longevity at first. Like, you know, first job, you're like hoping for the best, make the most out of it, you know? But that got cut because one thing I'm gonna tell you that when I'm working a job, if there's people there that just plain rude, have no respect for the employees, you talk to me quick, you never see me again. And I mean, like, if it's like a back-to-back thing, like if it's over and over, I'm just gonna go and you just won't see me again. I'm not even gonna put in a two weeks notice. Anyways, so that was just, I know, don't judge, okay? But say like small stuff. I don't know if it was to get to me or like trigger something, but she couldn't trigger me. It was just like, okay. Like, for example, she would say, if I'm bagging the food after I just finished after I just finished at the cash, and there's no new customer, I go to help bag the food, and she would say stuff like, oh, you have to put a napkin per food item. But mind you, 2-3 months before that, the whole time before that, I was just putting napkins. And I saw people, they were not counting the napkins. Other employees and other managers they don't count napkins because it's fast food. You just pick up and throw it in the bag. So when she said that a couple times, gave me shit for it, or tried to give me shit for it. And then also sauces. Listen, 2019 here, at least the McDonald's that I worked at, we were able to give sauce, okay? And then it's at one point they're like, oh, it's one sauce per whatever, and the extra sauce is they have to pay for it. Listen, the other McDonald's that I worked at, the other few McDonald's, fine. I didn't believe in that. So on a real note, I wasn't trying to hear that because I'm like, it's sauce. You guys have so many in the back. I know it's a business and like, oh, there's a certain amount for things, but it's sauce. Who wants 40 nuggets and two sauces? And then to pay what, 20 cents, 10, 20 cents, what cents for the sauce, more extra sauces? Fast food, why are we making it complicated? Just put the stuff in the bag. No? Am I wrong? Like, I don't know. You could say I'm wrong, but that's how I was thinking then. I'm like, are you serious? You're gonna give me shit? I mean, give me problems or try to, you know, talk to me a certain way just because I gave someone more than 2 sauces for 40 nuggets? I just thought it made sense. And mind you, in the training, no one said nothing about you have to count napkins, count the sauce, no one said none of that. They told me how to do the cash. I learned like this. And then when I was good at that, they showed me how to do coffee, which, how do you know? They showed me how they make coffee. I didn't learn like that. And then they put me in other stuff. But this one day now, that was just a little backstory to say, like, she would say small stuff like that, like try to correct me, which, cool, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Yeah, but during the training, and if I'm seeing everyone else, you're not correcting them and they're not counting nothing, they're just putting it in. What? Charging people for extra sauce? because it's under that business and that's what they say, fine. I guess I was wrong for giving extra without them charging. Cool. But to correct me about napkins, are you serious? And then you're telling me to hurry up. Like, it was small stuff like that, just to unnecessary comments. To me, I felt like were unnecessary. Anyways, this one time, the guy I was with at the time, he came to get something to drink, right? Or like a meal. I don't remember, but he got something. And I got it for him. And she saw me talking to him just for 2 seconds, and she was like, the manager that I was cool with, because there was like 3 managers on the floor, but 2 of them would be back and forth and 1 would stay. So there was 3, 2 would be in the office coming back and forth, and 1 would be there. The one that would stay there, I was cool with her. So she knew that was my boyfriend at the time. So when the other manager that would be telling me about count the napkins and a napkin per this and whatever, per item and all that, I was just like, cool. So when that manager saw me, let's call her Balloon. We're just gonna call her Balloon. Don't ask why. That's what came, so that's what we're calling her. So Balloon is the manager who would tell me I need to count napkins and I need to do this and that. Stuff that I wouldn't see her tell other employees that have the same responsibilities as me, like the same job as me. Anyways, she would like give me extra to do, or like just have some unnecessary comments to say to me. Anyways, so Balloon, she was told by the manager that I was cool with, so we'll call her Febreze, because she was cool like Febreze. We were cool.
Okay.
Anyways, so Febreze told, what did I call the girl? Febreze told Balloon. Febreze told Balloon that was who I was dealing. That was my boyfriend at the time, right? I was just asking him something real quick, and then I went back. But when she saw that, now his order was ready, and she bagged it, and I watched her. She rolled it, and she like walked all like slow, and it was like, here. This is her. Here you go. And I don't know what she was saying, because when I asked him later on, he didn't remember. Sure, but it doesn't matter. So she did that, and then she was, I only glimpsed, and I saw they were talking, and I saw they were talking for a second, and she was like, y'all know when a woman is like, to a guy. When I saw that, I'm like, ew. Oh, not that, you can't talk to no one, but I was like, ew, why are you saying anything? I was gonna bag it and do that, whatever, but she got to it before me. Cool, bet. It wasn't a problem. I was just like, when someone's like rude to you and then you see them talking to someone that's your man, like at the time, you're just like, anyways. So yeah, that happened. And then this is what made me say, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing this job no more. This is what made me say it. When I went in that day, and this is a different day, not the same day that she said something to, my man at the time. This is a new day, okay? So my last day working there, this is what happened. Normally, Febreze would tell me, oh, you could go, you could leave when you're done, but I need you to sweep and mop. I'm like, okay, sure. And I'll have to sweep and mop, and then I could dip. But I would always get food, but I'm like, I don't even want no more. Like, but I don't want to sweep and mop nothing. Like, But don't worry, I learned. So she would tell me before my shift, not all the time, but like a lot of the times, to sweep and mop. Cool. So that day, 2:50 p.m. and I finish at 3 p.m., right? Okay. Why at 2:55 when I'm like, getting ready to I'm almost done. So I'm just doing the last customers that were there and taking their orders. While I'm taking orders, Febreze comes and she's like, "Oh, before you go, can you just sweep and mop?" But Febreze is telling me, Balloon wants you to also do behind the ice cream machine.
Huh?
Huh? I said cool. Cool. I said cool before I saw what I saw behind that ice cream machine. I said, no problem, cool. When I stopped taking orders. I said, okay, so who's gonna take the orders then? And Febreze put someone else at the cash. Cool. So I go and I get the broom and the mop. I start sweeping, whatever. I move the ice cream machine. Y'all will never guess what I saw. I almost threw up. What it looked like it hasn't been cleaned in forever. Forever. I literally pushed it. I like pulled it forward a little bit to get behind it. What I saw behind there, I pushed it back. As soon as I pulled it, right, to get behind it, I didn't even go behind. I saw and I pushed it right back. I pushed it right back. I swept the floor, and then I mopped. I did not go behind I did not go back behind that machine with nothing. I did not go back. I put on my stuff, I made my food, and I left.
It's money that you get on niggas.
And guess what? That was the last time they saw me there. Listen, I don't like the drama, right? And I didn't want to start nothing with anyone, especially then when I was 17. Just like, okay, cool. Whatever task is given to me, I'll try to do it. But that was unacceptable. That you wanted me, of all the other employees that you've had before me, and even while I was there, you guys wanted me to clean behind that dirty. I said, that's not happening. There was literally mold and maggots. Mold and maggots in the mold. And then ice cream.
Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Mold, maggots, and ice cream. Look. I'm just saying that was it for me. I left and they never saw me again. They were calling me down, all this, texting me, where are you? What happened today? What's going on? I just ignored all of that because I'm like, there's no way y'all just disrespected me like that.
Are you crazy? That shit is so disrespectful. So disrespectful. That shit got me so hot.
Mind you, I'm just saying this, like that's how I took it, because it's like, there's so many other people and it seems like no one's done it for years. From what it looked like, I could be wrong, but from what it looked like no one went behind there for years. And I was just like, nah, it's good. No one even noticed that I didn't mop behind it. I just, like I said, I mopped the main floor, left out the ice cream machine, and dipped. I left because who's cleaning mold, maggots, and ice cream? Not me. And that's not even my house. That would never be my house, but not me. No, boo-boo. That's it, guys. Just a little story time, you know, a little funny. Well, it wasn't funny. In the moment, it was so nasty. Like, but that was just a little story time that I wanted to share with you guys, you know, because, you know, I want to be more more consistent. Like, you know, I want to be more consistent on the channel. And, you know, for my subscribers that, or my people, my, whatever you guys want me to call you, for my subscribers that do continuously watch me, I appreciate it so much. Like, you don't understand. And I know some of you may be waiting for me to post, but this life be happening, okay? So, but I'm trying. I'm trying. There's just a lot of stuff be going on. But it's a new year. We're gonna try to do better. We're going to do better. And, you know, it's only up from here. So that was my last day working at that McDonald's. I had to dip on them because they had me messed up, thinking if they really thought I was gonna clean that. And Febreze low-key had me messed up too, because how you gonna come to me after Balloon told you that? About she told you to tell me to do that. No, honey, there was too many other employees there that could have done it. And like I said, it looked like it was there for years. I'm good. So I left, and, you know, I got a new job and forgot about them because I was like, no, that was too much. But I got another job pretty much right away, so I wasn't stressed or nothing. It was just, my morals mean more than money in that case, because I'm not about to clean nothing like that. It's a food spot, but there's mold, ice cream, and maggots. Y'all got me messed up. Anyways, if you enjoyed my story, don't forget to hit that like. I would appreciate it a lot. And, you know, support your girl. You know, I'm trying here, okay? Yeah, and let me know, what did you guys think about the story? Let me know any other videos that you guys would like to see. I'm open to try and use, like, any types of videos, you know, like reactions, challenges, maybe not pranks. It's your girl Shay Shay here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit that like, comment down below, and most importantly, subscribe. See you guys in my next video. Peace.